Yeah, it's going to be a great night in the barrel race. I think we're going to see the fastest times that we've seen all week. Our world champion, Haley Kinzel, is still in the driver's seat, and she is going to be second on the ground, followed by Molly Otto right here. First out, they have the best opportunity to be the fastest they've been all week. Maybe a little bit wide on that first barrel, but Molly Otto and Chewy make another clean run.
13:87 on the Cavender's clock, not a bad way to start down that line. And here comes Haley Kinzel and sister. They got that first win of this NFR last night. They took a big step back, but man, Janie, she is locked in a battle with Jordan Briggs. It's going to be some kind of a finish here on Saturday night.
It's going to be a lot of fun to watch, but Haley Kinzel and sister are really catching their groove, and consistently over time we've seen them get stronger and stronger as the finals goes on. Second on the ground, sets her up for a nice clean first barrel, maybe holding back a little bit here, but making a great run. Haley Kinzel and sister are on a mission to cinch up this fourth world title.
Yeah, number 2 in the average, Janie. You know, that might keep her thinking about those barrels. 13.66. That's the thing about sisters, don't you think? She can make up the ground. You don't have to be right on top of the barrels.
And you don't have to win first every single night in order to make this world title happen. They've been consistently placing, and it's keeping them safe. But Haley Kinzel made the call with that 13.66. Is Jordan Briggs going to answer that call?
Boy, Haley and sister, they're starting to look comfortable, back in their groove. Here comes Jordan Briggs. 2 in the world, number 1 in the average.
Number 1 in the average for a reason. Perfect first barrel, perfect second barrel. Jordan Briggs and Rollo just look better and better every single night, and they are clean for the 8th round.
Wow. 13.45. Man, they take the lead in the round, and the plot thickens. Keep in mind, her mom, Christy Peterson and Bozo, they won 4 world championships. So Jordan Briggs, world champion lineage in that family. Here comes Shelly Morgan.
Yeah, Jordan Briggs has a lot of experience inside the Thomas and Mack. Shelly Morgan and Kiss, they've been so solid, and I'd say maybe one of the prettiest first barrels each and every single night. Look at that right there.
And once again, yeah.
Yeah, and equally beautiful second barrel. They're on a mission to really clock tonight. Ground looks good, guys. This could be fast.
They're rolling tonight, 13.56. That's second best. Kinzel now bumped to third with 13.66, and Jordan Briggs still in that top spot at 13.45. Donna K. Rule, she went around earlier this week. 11th in the average. Fowler's on, he's on.
Yeah, and he has had his big-time shining moments this week. Really anticipating running up that alleyway, and you can see he kind of throws his head. He's like, Donna, let me turn this first barrel. And they are making a great run right here, nice and close on the second barrel, and they can look like they're going slow, but this team is deceivingly fast with every run.
Yeah, great second and third.
13.73. 13.45, still the fastest time in the round. Here comes Jessica Rotier. Let's bring in Steve Ginion.
Guys, I'd have lost the bet if you told me Jessica and Nellie Miller through 7 go-rounds would not have won any money yet, but that's the case. Jessica and Missy coming down the alleyway tonight. Nellie later on. Remember, Jessica was a reserve world champion at her first NFR. Let's see if she can pick up her first check here tonight.
Yeah, she was 7th in the world last year when it was all said and done.
Kind of had odd timing on that first barrel, but this team has every bit of capability to win a check here in this arena. Great third, really picked up a lot of speed right there.
13.68. That's in 4th place at the moment.
You know, it's not like she's been running bad. It is just so tough to get a check in these rounds.
Oh, it is incredibly tough. The best barrel racers in the world, and the barrel race in the WPRA probably has more entries, if not double the entries from every other event. So competitive, and one of those barrel racers that is in there consistently, 5th trip to the NFR, is Cheyenne Wimberly on Rocco, and they've hit barrels, but they've also been fast. Just cleaned it up a little bit too strong on that backside. He just really came back on his hind end and couldn't quite get around it.
Yeah, she split first in the first round. I like, you look at her resume, 97, 98, then didn't come again until 2019, but she's been 3 years in a row. Down barrel tonight, takes her out of the running. Amanda Welsh next to go, her first NFR. Remember her brother, Bobby Welsh. He's a bull rider that made the National Finals Rodeo on multiple occasions.
Hey, that mental strength must run in the family, because she is so focused, so tuned in, and so in sync with this horse. Man, it looked like he almost got his nose in and knocked it down on that front end of the barrel. I could not see what happened there, guys.
I think it was a nose. I really do.
Oh man, especially when that wall is so close to that barrel. Some crazy things.
Yeah, just raised it.
That does not happen. I don't know what happened there.
Here comes Nellie Miller. Steve touched on the fact, still looking for her first check.
This is another one of those teams we know is very capable of having a lot of speed. Qualified into the NFR out of Salinas, one of the last rodeos of the year. Bobbles the first barrel. Great, beautiful second barrel. Nellie Miller and sister headed home.
She's 8th in the average coming into tonight. Stops that clock at a time of 13:86, and that puts her on the bubble. That's 6th place at the moment. Jordan Briggs, number 1 in the average, number 2 in the world. She's winning the round at 13:45. Brittany Posey-Tanazi was up there in terms of world championship and average winning conversation, but one night kind of knocked her all the way back to number 7 in the average.
I don't know if they're going to be able to catch Jordan Briggs, but how much fun has it been to watch Brittany Posey-Tanazi jockey 2 different horses in this arena? Her and Katniss are laying down a run right now. Brittany is not holding back on this one. Katniss headed home. She really sticks her nose out for that extra speed.
13:77. That moves her into the number 6 spot, knocks Nellie Miller out. Here comes Emily Miller-Beisel. She's 3rd in the average. She's won 87,000. She and Chongo kind of found a pretty good groove.
Oh, they absolutely have. And last night, they proved that they can still clock and still place high towards the bottom of the ground. This horse is so strong. It's hard to tell how stout and strong Chongo really is, but he can handle the ground. He's super gritty, super tough. They've nailed the timing on that first barrel the last several rounds. Great first, great second. Doesn't even have to do the leg lift tonight. Beautiful run by Emily Miller and Chongo, even towards the bottom of the ground.
It's a tough round. Will she get the money? Yep, she does. 13:71 puts her in 5th place. Donna K. Rule bumps to number 6. Let's bring in Steve Kenyon.
Stevie Hillman and Lemon Drop getting ready to run. Stevie is approaching a career milestone, $6,500 away from passing the $1 million mark in her career. Basically, if she finishes 5th or better tonight, she gets that done.
Hey,
What a fun team to watch.
Yes, so fun. Oh man, and that was going to be the perfect setup to the first barrel, that maybe even the best one they've had all week, and this horse is so quick, just comes back right over the top of it.
Yeah, I'm curious about the time. They're 13:59.
Wow.
It would have been 3rd. 5 seconds takes her out.
Oh, right there, you can see her. She's trying to stay on the outside of that saddle to keep the barrel up. That horse is so impressive. This team's going to be back strong.
Yeah, that is a wicked horse right there.
Jordan Briggs still on top, 13:45. Ivy Savins next to go.
Hey, they've gotten their round win, and we know that they can find their groove here in the Thomas and Mack. Great first barrel for Ivy Savins and JLo. Another great second. And they know exactly what they're doing at this point in the NFR. Headed home. Nice run. I'm sure what the clock will say is going to be fast.
I needed 13:73 or quicker to move in the top 6. Just outside of that, so that's not in the money. Final 2 barrel racers, Wenda Johnson and Lisa Lockhart. Wenda's got to go around and win this week. Can she get another one?
Speaking of barrel racers that are so mentally tough, Wenda Johnson, she's a doctor. She is also just incredibly focused and knows exactly how to ride these horses, but that first barrel had a little ground trouble right there. Big slip for her and Mo, and that is tough to watch.
14:46.
Yeah, you can see right here, they go in there, set up right, and his hind end just couldn't stay up on that ground. It got a little slick underneath, threw off the timing going to the second. That'll happen towards the bottom right there. Lisa Lockhart with a horse change tonight.
Yeah.
14th in the average, 12th in the world. Pretty tough round. Jordan's still leading at 13:45.
And a tough round. Lisa Lockhart decides to give Cutter the night off. She's last out. Oh man, and her and the this horse from making a nice run. Just came right back over the top of the second, and that's hard. It gets deeper towards the bottom. Really have to be aggressive to keep these horses up and going around the barrels.
14:26, they'll tack on 5 seconds as well. And man, you look at that battle between Jordan Briggs and Haley Kinzel. It gets a little bit deeper, a little bit tougher. 2 runs still remain, but Jordan Briggs winds up with the winning time tonight as we feed greatness, brought to you by Purina. 13:45 for the Cowgirl, who started this round number 1 in the average and number 2 in the world, and she's going to make up some dollars in that World Championship race right here as she winds up with the big check. Haley cashes as well, but man, this gets even tougher as we get closer to round number 9. 2 rounds remain. This thing is far from done. Jordan Briggs celebrating the go-round win tonight. 13:45. What a battle will ensue over the next 2 nights.